What is up, everybody? It's Animak here for AnimeUproar, and welcome to another episode of Rant Café. Rant Café 31, everybody. And this, if you're new to the channel, this is a weekly podcast that we do here at AnimeUproar where we discuss all things anime with a bunch of guests, including other YouTubers and others. And speaking of which, for the first time today on Rant Café, we have SoulMakka joining us, a known anime eroge artist is what I'm going to call him, and also a really cool guy who is very active on our Discord server. If you're not on the AnimeUproar Discord server, you can check it out in the description. Very active Discord server. I've never been part of a more active Discord server. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but yeah, Soul, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Animac. And yeah, hi guys. You should all know me by now. If you don't, then hello, welcome. My name is SoulMakka. I'm an artist, and I am crazy into anime and manga. And I'm always on Discord. You'll catch me there. We'll have deep debates over any anime or manga that you're into. Feel free to hit me up anytime on there.
Yeah, and we now have a special chat for anime theories on there, for anime news. So a lot of stuff is going on. And also joining us today, we have Anime Recon. What's up, bro?
What up, my boys? I am back. Well, I've been here last week, so yeah, but we're back again. We're live. I enjoy this a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Always a great time. And also joining us is Briggs from All Day Anime. Briggs.
What's up, guys? Hey, hello, hi.
And by the way,
always suck.
Yeah, Briggs, that wasn't the best intro, but we still love you.
Cheers.
By the way, after I dropped the whole anime rap cipher challenge, both Anime Recon and All Day Anime dropped their own raps, which was awesome. Great job for them for responding after I tagged them. That's a sign of respect. So yeah, respect, bros. Respect.
Much appreciated, my friend.
Bro fist.
And yeah, so today I was thinking for today's topic, and we always have different topics that we talk about every week. And for today's topic, I was thinking about talking about anime we love to hate. So anime that we just love to hate on, that are popular and yet we hate on them, whether it be Sword Art Online, or as Luna in the chat mentioned, the Dragon Ball franchise, or Naruto, One Piece, whatever it is, the popular anime that we all love to talk about how bad they are. Or are they really that bad in the first place? I want to talk about that kind of stuff. So are these anime really that bad, or is it just that they're so popular and overhyped that then there's like a chain reaction where people are like, no, this stuff sucks. So yeah, I want to talk about that. And I know Recon has specific tastes. He's one of those guys that doesn't hate Sword Art Online. So it's good that we have him here because we want to get into this. We want to hear from all sides of the story. And just want to say that I think since last Rank Cafe, we got like 6,000 new subscribers on this channel, which is fucking insane.
That is insane.
That was last week, guys. So I don't even know what to say. So grateful, both me and Gozen. It's insane, guys. Thank you so much.
Well done.
Go ahead, Recon.
Just before we get things started, we all know the news, the hype news that came out today. If you guys don't know, Shogeki no Soma Food Wars season 3 has been announced today. So we're all excited. I know I'm excited. I cannot wait to get to that food orgasm, yo. I cannot wait to get to that foodgasm.
Awesome. I didn't hear this news yet, so thank you for breaking that, Enrique. I'm gonna have to talk about that in the weekly news that we do on Tuesdays because I didn't hear this yet. Anyone else excited for Food Wars season 3?
I'm super excited. It's actually one of my favorite series, surprisingly.
No, not really, because I'm just reading the manga in it. I tend to with certain series, when I get like into the manga a lot, I do not watch the animes unless it's like certain good scenes or good fights or something like that I want to see. Then I'll check it out. But generally, I tend to just focus on the manga rather than the anime.
All right.
Yeah, good point. By the way, I see Maria Eddings in the chat. I haven't seen you in a while, Maria. You've been here for a long time, since like 2K subscribers, I think. And she says, fuck Death Note. She doesn't like Death Note. I actually love Death Note. But some people do say that it's overhyped, that it's not that big a deal, that it's just, an interesting conflict between two people, but not really anything beyond that people look too much into it. So that's an interesting point. We also have Armin Arlert in the chat. I think he should be busy figuring out how to defeat the Titans personally. But that's just me. But okay, if he wants to share with us, that's cool. That's cool. We got Kevin, Josh, Luna, all day anime in the chat.
Hey.
Pushy, Josh Duffney. Yeah, welcome everybody. Deep Voice, aka Snooley, Person A, Robert, Sufyan. What's up, everybody? So yeah.
What the hell is that noise in the background?
Sorry, that's probably me.
Oh, okay.
I could hear it a little bit. I hear it a little bit. By the way, Soul and Recon are both in England, so it's like 11 p.m.
Oh, Soul, you're in England. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I already told you, man. I told you I'm in Leeds, isn't it?
Wait, you live in Leeds as well?
Yeah, I already told you this. Is what I'm saying, bro.
We need to meet up. I didn't know you did not tell me that. We need to meet up.
I did. I told you before in the chat.
We need to meet up.
Yeah, definitely. No problem.
Yeah, that's
finally a fellow YouTuber lives where I am. Finally.
Yeah, I know. It's like a, I don't know, out in the middle of nowhere kind of city, but yeah, we do exist. We do exist.
That's good.
Billy Superman, what's up, man? Luckshot, Aaron Yeager. Doc says, does everyone know about the Death Note Netflix live action? Yes, there's going to be a Death Note Netflix produced live action film coming out later this year. And we had a trailer for it that did not seem stellar. If you guys got an opinion on that, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I personally was thrown off a bit by the trailer because it looked very Americanized, very like cheerleaders and stuff like that. You know, so I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be able to adapt. Well, also Light, the guy playing Light had blonde highlights, which I don't know, man. It's just not the kind of Light that I picture. But
for me, with the Death Note, I would have preferred it if, as it changed its setting to like US, I would have preferred if it changed everything else to suit a US setting, rather than, you know, trying to keep certain Japanese aspects in the US setting. It just, it feels odd.
Mm-hmm.
Lightning Darkness in the chat. What's up? Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. You're right. So you raise a good point, because if they're gonna change the setting, then they have to make it appropriate to the setting. Otherwise, it won't make sense. But there's two ways of doing that. You can do that the right way, or you can do that the wrong way. And so far, you know, making it so Americanized with like two, you know, cheerleaders and stuff like that, highlights. I don't know, but we'll see. I'll give it a chance. By the way, Devil the Rebel
strikes back
to congratulate us on 26K. Keep up the good work. Devil the Rebel. I haven't seen you in a while. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I missed you, but welcome back. And thank you so much for your support. As always, you're a good dude.
All right, then. Shall we get into the topic? Shall we? No, shut up.
Yeah, who wants to start? If you guys want to get into the topic in terms of anime we love to hate, if anyone wants to start, Recon, you seem anxious. Please go right ahead.
Nah. You go ahead up first.
I think he wants to jump in first just to defend.
No, I don't really want to jump in first.
How about I rip on SAO and then you can jump in after?
Sure, go ahead.
I think it makes sense. I think all the anime, why don't you like SAO? Let us know.
I feel like it's not even that I don't like it. I love to rip on SAO, mainly because I did enjoy it so much in the first 3 episodes, and then it just annoyed me how they messed up. So like, it was still a decent show. Like it was. I wouldn't say it's as horrible as most people make it out. It's not as horrible as I make it out to be. I make it out to be complete trash. But what's it called? I just like, it's because I was enjoying it and I thought it had a lot of potential that I love to make fun of it, and especially since it had so much hype. And there's so many people that like Anime Recon who will defend it like to their death, that it just makes it so fun of a topic to make fun of. I could go on like for a very long time just ripping on certain plot points, but it's mainly because like I thought it had potential to be good.
SAO was really one of my first 10 anime series that I've ever watched. Like I've watched other 10, but SAO was also part of it. I really enjoyed the series. Briggs, I don't know why you hate it. Did you read the manga?
I did not read the manga. I just watched the anime.
I don't get why you hate it. It had so much action. The romance between my great boy Kirito and my girl Asuna, who she has incredible cooking skills. How can you hate on that? How can you hate on that? There was insane amount of action. The story, the plot, everything was just amazing within this. I don't know why people hate. I don't know. People just hated the first season. I don't see a reason why. But then the second season came out, and it all just went from being sword action fantasy into Gun Gale Online, and I think that was an incredible change. I was like, damn, now with guns, it's epic.
See, my thing is, sorry, continue if you want.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
My thing is, the first 12 episodes, or the first 3 episodes were very good. You got introduced into this new world. I'm a gamer myself, so I thought it'd be really cool to be immersed. It was my first time watching, like, stuck in a RPG MMO. Like, now I've seen a million of them, but it was a very new experience, and it was so hype. The first 3 episodes were very well done in introducing the world. The problem was that Einkrad, I believe it's called, or like that first 12 episode, whatever world that is, like whatever game it was, only lasted 12 episodes, and then like they went through like 75 floors, so they were time skipping left and right. I found that like that's one of my problems with Attack on Titan in the beginning was people were dying left and right, and I just didn't care about them. And I felt like they could have taken the time to like develop like the characters. Like I remember, I don't know what episode it was where people were dying that like he was like playing with like a lower level like clan, I guess. And like I just didn't care about their deaths. I didn't even remember their names. I can't remember their names right now. And I felt like they could have turned those 12 episodes into a 24 or 48 episode series and just focused on that like that main story. Instead, they rushed it, made it 12 episodes, and then moved on to some other trash. I don't know. Like, I just feel like it had a lot of potential, and you got no development out of like Kirito because of all the time skips, no development out of the side characters. The romance was actually decent. I know a lot of people rip on the romance thing. It's like so fake, but like they're in a video game. How real do you expect it to be? I don't know. That's the one thing I won't make fun of is the romance. I think it was just all right.
I mean, they're in a virtual world. They're not in a real world. So of course the romance there. They're not. They act as if they're married, but they're not actually married. But it was really well. It was well
but
done.
I mean that world is real to them, innit? That is their world.
Their world is real to them. Yeah, because they're stuck there, so they have to do something about it.
Just a quick side note. In Someric Smiles in the chat says Pokemon is a bad anime. Talk about it. Now, Pokemon, I thought it was good when I was a kid, but it's like very immature. It's for a young audience, for children, so you grow out of it. So I think I kind of expect certain anime to be geared for children. Pokemon, Digimon, right? Like, so I don't necessarily hate on it because I feel like that's not for me. That's for children. It's specifically made for children. Sailor Moon, too, that type of stuff, right? So, I expect that of them. And then Kalaf said he hates Naruto, but he loves AOT. Now, I don't really care for Naruto, but obviously I love Attack on Titan. But I think it's because, with me, maturity, the level of maturity is a big deal in anime. So the anime that I actually tend to like have a lot of maturity. They deal with serious issues. There's a political context, the real world. There is death is happening. Like, there's real consequences for actions. So I think that's what, to me, makes a great anime as opposed to an anime where, the hero never kills anybody. Everyone that dies comes back to life or doesn't die or whatever. So that, to me, I think is one of the things that makes a great anime versus an okay anime for me. And in that spirit, I think that Sword Art Online actually starts off very well. Like, I really like the setup of Sword Art Online. They start off stuck in a game, a cool world game, where if they die in the game, they die in real life. So it's a real consequence, right? It's not just, you don't just come back to life at any time like, ReZero or whatever you want to, what other examples you want to use. So I think it starts off as a great concept. And even the pacing is not bad. Like, I like the action. There's drama. There's good pacing, especially in the first season, I thought. Then we have the second season with that weird, like, little sister stuff that I think it was unnecessary, but okay. I can get past it. Gun Gale, I also enjoyed. And I know a lot of people say that Kirito is a overpowered protagonist and they don't like him because of that. I think he's a one-dimensional protagonist. He doesn't have much, he's not that interesting. However, he's still better than a crybaby protagonist. I personally prefer an overpowered protagonist to a crybaby protagonist because I just can't relate to crybaby protagonists. But the thing with where I really noticed a pacing issue in Sword Art Online was that last arc where Asuna becomes the main character. That to me seemed to be kind of unorganized, all over the place. The pacing seemed to drag. However, I don't think the show is as bad as some people make it out to be. I just don't think it's great. It's just something to watch, but not necessarily something to remember.
Right.
So I'm gonna get back to you.
Yeah. My thoughts on SAO. Basically, I liked the first half of that first season, innit? You know, where it ends, where he ends up recovering, waking up, whatever. That was all good. That was good. I liked the romance, like the confession that Asuna makes to the old guy that they went fishing with and stuff.
Oh yeah,
You know, that really set the tone for how real their relationship was. Yeah, man. And then he wakes up. He's got the sister cousin girl that he's living with, and at one point, he basically turns to her and says, "Oh, well, I can't answer your feelings until I get Asuna back." And for me, that was like, how the hell can you say something like that? Like she's even got a chance when you know full well Asuna is the only one for you. You know what I mean? That really turned me off. Yeah, because I like parents. So that really turned me off. And then with the Gun Girl arc with the was it Laughing Coffin coming back again? It just felt like, wow, okay, so we can't progress past this. It's the same guys again. Yeah, I mean,
but isn't Laughing Coffin such a cool name and antagonist? Like me and Gozen both thought it was such a cool thing, like Laughing Coffin and these guys. Like I wanted to know more about them personally.
I know Laughing Coffin did return, but the thing is, they hit it too well. I mean, his name was Death Gun, of course, but we didn't know until like closer to the very end when Kirito finally realized that this guy is. I don't know his name. I think he was. I think his name was Red Eyed Zaza. I think
it was like in the about 4 episodes in or so, they started mentioning Laughing Coffin.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was that scene where I think she was, or he was sniping. It was from the bridge. He'd caught like 3 guys or 4 guys at a bridge, and he was killing them there. And then that girl, I can't remember her name, the sniper girl, she was there.
Sinon.
Yeah, and then I think Kirito ran in to fight him, and then I think it was from there that he realized that he was a Laughing Coffin member because something he did, like some kind of action he did. So because he realized the connection to Ironclad, that he would only be able to do that, or he would only do that because of Ironclad, and then they made the connection to Laughing Coffin then. So yeah.
What did you guys think of the Alfheim Online? They basically all visited 3 games. They visited Sword Art Online and Ironclad. They went to Alfheim Online, and then they went to Gun Gale Online. So which one is your least favorite out of those 3?
My problem with this stuff is that after the first time where they get stuck and almost die, it seems ridiculous that they keep going into these games.
Yeah.
Probably that's like a bunch of games. So yeah.
That's kind of stupid. Oh no, but this one's safe. This one's safe. Someone's dying. Oh no, sorry, my bad. Try this next one. This one's safe. I swear down. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is kind of stupid, but yeah, that's what I mean though. It feels repetitive, innit? It feels like we can't get past this. Like it always has to be this. And for me, when we got to Gun Girl, which is my least favorite, to your question, Recon, for me, that was like it killed it more that it was still like the same kind of enemy, Laughing Coffin again, because it was just like, wow, we really haven't progressed. Even though like you could make out that okay, they're dying now because of some other reason, they're making it you're dying now because of the same guys from the first one. You know what I mean? So it's like, wow, okay, wow, no progression.
Yeah, a lot of people in the comment section are saying that ALO was the worst part, and yeah, I do agree. It wasn't that great. Gun Gale was great, but Gun Gale has to be probably one of my favorite ones, just because of the amount of action that was there. Yeah,
I would agree with you. I think it's a cool twist, and I personally like Gun Gale, the whole concept. I don't know why they made Kirito so feminine. That was more like just to make him into a trap for just a trope. Basically, there wasn't any real reason, but I liked the show. that arc, the concept. By the way, shout out to Red Yuma in the chat. Jojo Talks Too Much is in the chat. What's up, guys? Ghost Stalker, Master of Puppets, Familiar Faces. Welcome, guys. We had a lot of comments in the chat that I want to address a few of them. One of them was about One Punch Man, and
One Punch.
related to that, High School of the Dead, because I said that I tend to like mature anime. So people were asking, well, do you like these anime if you like mature anime? I actually do like these anime. I also like Keijo, for example, but I like them for what they are. I like them for being comedies, for being funny, for making fun of themselves and the genre in the process, and for just having, like, you know what they are, and you take them for what they are, and they know what they are. They're conscious of what they are. They're not trying to take themselves too seriously, and for that you can appreciate. They're not shows that you're necessarily going to think this is the greatest show of all time. However, you're definitely going to have a good time watching it, laugh a lot, and that's what I tend to find with these types of shows. So I appreciate them. So they're definitely not shows that I hate on. Something else was mentioned about the whole. Now I'm losing track. There was another anime that someone brought up.
High School of the Dead.
Yeah, High School of the Dead I mentioned. Again, I like it for what it is. I know that it's. Oh yes, the harem aspect of Sword Art Online. That is, I think, a legitimate criticism, because Kirito and the whole different girls he meets, it seems contrived, very contrived, because he seems to be such a good fit with Asuna from the beginning, and then they just throw in random girls in there as love interests, even though, we're not buying it, because we feel like, he belongs with Asuna, like, they have the real connection. All these other girls seem to be just like unnecessary. And unlike something like Clannad, where I feel like the harem aspect is done right, you actually feel like these other girls are characters, they're interesting, or even ReZero, as much as we argue whether Amelia or Rem are best girl, we think that they both are interesting characters, that they there's a reason why Subaru might be interested in either of them. With Sword Art Online, they seem to just throw a bunch of girls at you, and then it's almost like, why? Like, you have Sinon, you have the sister, you have the girl who makes the swords in the original, right? Arc.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, and like 3 others, and it's like, why? Like,
here's what I'm gonna say. What I didn't like about that when they introduced those new girls, that being Elizabeth and Silica. Once Kirito was done with these girls, I mean, then they just like completely forget about them. It's like then they just everything is being loose track. I agree with you, Animac. But when Kirito was done, these girls are just not like they're not shown in the anime until like the very, very, very end, when they get jealous as they see Kirito and Asuna together. That's when like the next time they appear within the series. That's what I didn't like. It's like they throw these characters in and just like 2 to 1 episode, and then they get away. They just disappear. They're not there anymore. That's what I don't like.
Exactly. And that's my whole point. It seems unnecessary, right?
I know. Agreed.
It doesn't seem to flow from the story.
I know.
See, that's exactly what I was saying as well. Like, they only have 12 episodes in that first arc, and like 4 or 5 girls were introduced. Like, they had no time to have any chance, or to like us to care about them at all, or have any amount of development for them. It was just like they were thrown in just to like be there. I don't know. I thought the first 12 episodes was turned into a longer series, and they gave every character more time and actually took their time going through like the levels or whatever, and not just like time skip after time skip. I think it would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
The movie was also done pretty well.
I actually haven't seen the movie yet, Recon, so
Still
I can't.
haven't seen it. Damn.
No, I
I'm
haven't.
not gonna spoil it. Then I can't talk about it.
No, yeah, I have to see it still,
Yeah,
and I'm interested to see what it's about. But I do get, after a certain point, it's like, why do they keep getting into these games that are clearly dangerous? Like seriously? Like, I understand, the first one, and then he needs to rescue Asuna and stuff. Like, that makes sense. But then, okay, Gun Gale, they need him in there to help. Because he's the best player from the other game, and they need him to help stop a guy who's really murdering people. So it's like, okay, I get it, but then after that, it just seems like, why? It seems irrational. Imperialist Opinions is in the chat. I want to say what up to him. And Jojo Talks Too Much agrees with me. Finally, someone that agrees with me that Keijo is a total blast from start to finish. We have a bunch of plebs like All Day Anime who started watching the show and didn't even finish it. However,
true.
I'm glad to see,
Really?
I got bored after. Yeah, I got bored after like 2 episodes.
I'm glad
You
to
know-
see that there's some
Wow.
actual cool people like Jojo talks so much who appreciate the hilarity that is Keijo. And also Gorgeous Gramac, who changed his name recently, said that he feels that One Punch Man is everything that's wrong with Dragon Ball, the anime. And I think that's cool. Like that's an interesting perspective because One Punch Man definitely pokes fun at all the tropes. And if you look at the very first villain in One Punch Man that appears in the first episode, he's a purple Piccolo essentially, right? So it's absolutely a direct reference to Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball and so forth.
Now, Briggs, I don't know why you didn't like Keijo. Did you not enjoy the epic fan service of boobs and butts within that series?
You know, I'm all for boobs and butts and some good comedy, but like I just got like I found it funny. I actually did find it really funny, but after 2 episodes, I had enough of it. I was good.
No,
Enough Keijo for one
what's
lifetime.
the matter, Briggs? You're too good for fan service, bro. Too good. Too sophisticated for fan service.
I think I'm above it all. You know.
Yeah, I need something a bit more, you know, some real plot, not like just the upper half of a woman's body plot, but you know, real plot. Yeah.
Yeah, I need some real plot. You know, like Monster Musume's Snake Tail. I need some real plot.
Yeah, why don't you guys just go and like watch a Shakespeare play? Like fuck.
All right.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Who wants to talk about school days?
I haven't
I
seen
don't
it.
understand why that gets hated on, you know, because I actually liked it.
It is a popular anime, but so many
People hate
people
it.
hate it.
Yeah.
And it's
I mean,
all
it gets
because
mad hate.
I know it's all because of the main character. The main character is what ruined the series completely.
Yeah, he was like, I mean, in the manga, he wasn't that bad. He really wasn't. But for some reason, with the anime, they just made this guy go like off the wall. Like he, like once like his appetite got opened up, that's it. He was like non-stop eating. You know what I mean? It was just like all you can eat buffet. He was just lapping them all up. Like, yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. It did like make you kind of desensitized to caring for the guy at all. And then I don't know. I don't understand then why people would hate it though. Because I mean, if this guy acts like a dick and then you hate the guy because he's a dick, then if he ends up dead, why are you gonna be bothered? Ain't you gonna cheer? Ain't you gonna go, yeah, good, this dick is finally dead? You know what I mean? I don't get that. You know what I mean? I really don't get it.
The thing about the main character in School Days, like he falls in love with a girl and then he moves on to another one and then he moves on to another one and then he moves on to another one. It just shows that he fucking cares about himself. He even made a girl feel bad about herself, the female girl. I forgot what her name was, but I fucking hate the main character of School Days. This is what ruined the series completely for me. But I would still say I kind of enjoyed it. But then at the very end, he died. And did you know what I said in the end? I was so glad he died. I was
Exactly.
like, yes, he died. Yes,
Exactly.
I was like, yes, I can't believe
Exactly.
it.
So that's what I mean. So why would you hate on it? Like, I don't get it. Because I mean, this guy, he makes himself out to be a complete like moron. You don't like this guy. You're like, oh my god, I wish someone would do something to him. I really wish someone would. And then eventually, someone does something to him. So then that's like, yeah, okay, you know, I'm happy. It's set. It's complete. Yeah, I mean, and I mean, I liked Kotonoha because in that series, she never actually did anything wrong. Unlike like Sekai, because like Sekai knows, okay, he's with this girl, but she still went after the guy anyway. Yeah, I mean, so Kotonoha was always honest the whole way through, innit? You know, she ended up like mentally broken because of like what went on and stuff, and then she ended up taking him back, whatever. So for her, I was rooting for her more so. Yeah, I mean, and then she got like her like reward in a twisted sense, I guess. But yeah, I mean, so for me, it was a win-win. He died, she got her goods, and you know, and that's it. Then.
Oh yeah,
so.
it was Kotonaha. Yeah, the
Yeah.
big titted girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just bailed on her. That's when I hated him so much. He bailed on her.
That broke my heart. That scene where she ends up sleeping with his friend, that was like, oh, that was too much. And then she comes out the classroom with her clothes all like messed up, and she sees him dancing around the bonfire. for the Bomb Festival with Sekai. That was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, I honestly haven't seen this show, and after hearing this, I have no interest whatsoever.
Yeah, you wouldn't like it. It's very
You wouldn't
unvanilla.
like it, yeah.
Trust me.
I like the show Daily Lives of High School Boys. I enjoyed that show. This
What?
school days thing, not liking it at all.
I mean, you're just gonna see the main character die, and you're probably gonna be like, "Yes, he finally died. He deserved what he was getting." Because of course, Sekai, she ends up being a yandere at the end, which I didn't even realize that she was a yandere in the first place until she exposed herself at the end. And then that boat scene, though. What did you think about the boat scene in SoulMakka?
Yeah, I thought she was crazy though, innit? I mean, she'd already lost her mind before that anyway. You know, like when she got mentally like broken, and then she took him back. So then, once she took him back, she just went like off the wall, yandere. You know what I mean? She was like, you know, she went crazy, and then the way how she dealt with Sekai after, and she was like, "Yeah, see, you're lying. There's nothing inside you." Yeah, I mean, that was like, okay, she's lost it.
The bits and pieces of his
Yeah.
body. Ugh. And she was like hugging his head on the boat.
all right, fellows.
Yeah, it's
Let's
crazy.
move on.
All right,
All
let's
right,
move on,
all right.
yeah.
I've
I
never
think we
seen-
should move on.
Shout
Yeah,
out to
I hate harem series like Infinite Stratus, because with Infinite Stratus, when that came, kind of like the big K-On Moe freaking influx, loads of these harem series with the same kind of setup started coming out, like 100 and that Bahamut one, you know, the guy with the unbeatable frame thing. All those, they were all kind of the same thing. One solo guy in a school or a place surrounded by women. He's the only guy generally, and for some special reason, he's like accepted there, and it's just like the reason would change for each series. Yeah, I mean, but it's always the same kind of thing, and then all the girls are attracted to him, and it was just like, yeah, okay, boring.
Yeah, like for that type of stuff, there's a more specific genre that I enjoy, but I feel like for anime, I don't see the point. Shout out to Retarded Mario. I always enjoy seeing his username.
Retarded Mario.
Retarded Mario 64.
Great name.
Marco asks, have you talked about Eromanga Sensei? And again, this is an anime I don't watch because I have zero interest in lolly stuff.
I never got that far into it.
It's really
From
good.
what I've seen, it's only lollies. So I was like, no, thanks, not my thing. But I don't know if you guys have a opinion on that. If anyone's seen it,
I've seen it. I've watched it.
Yeah,
It is about lollies, but it is.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. It is honestly so beautiful.
I don't know if it's
this is why.
I don't know.
There's nothing. There's nothing weird about a brother and sister relationship. There's nothing weird about that.
There
Okay.
absolutely is.
They're,
They're not blood. They're not blood, so it's okay.
they're not.
It's
They're
okay.
not blood
Hey,
related. No, but
Yeah, no,
it
yeah.
It happens in almost a lot of anime series. It's brother and sister relationships. So there's there's no problem with it.
Like his sexist as well.
No, they don't do anything weird. Don't worry. They don't do anything weird.
No. She wants to though.
Oh yeah, she wants to. Yeah, hell yeah, she wants to.
Okay, I see.
But he's being a more sensible brother, I guess. So like, yeah, it's not like his sexist where that Keita guy. He's just like experimenting with his sisters. So yeah.
Okay, Luna brought up Yuri on Ice, and that's a show that people love to hate.
Yeah.
I personally have no interest in it, so I haven't seen it. But people love to hate it, and I'll tell you why. Even without seeing it, I'll tell you that the big reason people love to hate it is because it has such a insane fan base. Not all of them, obviously, but there's an aspect of the fan base that is so crazy that people just get like a reaction, like a defensive reaction to it. So, for example, big example is the Crunchyroll Awards, where people just spam voted Yuri on Ice winning everything. And then fans of other anime that didn't spam vote, they thought this was going to be, a fair thing where their anime could have a chance. Even if they might have liked Yuri on Ice, they just started hating it because of the fans and how the fans behaved. Also, we had people like some Yuri on Ice fans calling the anime man homophobic because he didn't like the show and like crazy shit like that. And because of those types of fans, a lot of people now just have a gut reaction to dislike Yuri on Ice, not necessarily because of the show itself, but because of the way some of the fans are acting. And I think those people need to really get it together because you are doing a huge disservice to your own show because it's becoming the favorite show to hate on because of your behavior, not because it's necessarily bad in itself. So, but I think that's an interesting example there.
Yeah, it's definitely like a response mechanism to how people are carried on with that show. I'll definitely say that.
I'm just gonna say this right now. If you watch Yuri on Ice, let's say a guy watches it, you're not gay. You're not considered gay.
I don't think anyone was just saying you're automatically gay if you watch it.
Some people might assume that. Some people might assume that. I don't know.
The same can't be said about Boku no Pico though. So
I'm pretty sure many people have watched Boku no Pico and they're not gay.
Well, it's true. PewDiePie watched Boku no Pico.
Yeah, he watched it.
So people watch it for like the cringe, but I wouldn't even watch it for that. I'm way too vanilla for that stuff. I'm sorry.
Oh, someone in the chat said Big Order. I don't know if have you guys watched Big Order?
yeah, I tried to watch some of it and it just seemed stupid. Really,
it was trash. I know it was by the author who did Mirai Nikki, Future Diary. If you guys watched Future Diary, with Gasai, the crazy ass yandere. I didn't like Big Order. It was so cliche. It was trash. I did not like the plot of the story. It was not going anywhere for me.
Yeah, I didn't like how his like Stan's like ability thing worked. I didn't like it. Like he just basically stabs them and then that's it. And you know they're under his control. As much as even like with the girl, like she hates the guy. You know, you can see that she hates the guy, and then as soon as like she gets within a certain range of him, that's it. Oh yeah, oh I love you. Yeah, man. It was like, oh god, this is weird. I mean, if she wants to kill him, all she has to do is be like so many 100 yards away, sniper rifle, bang, over. There we go. You know, so, it was stupid. It really was.
Yeah, here's how I heard about Big Order. Like the first one that came out was actually the OVA. When I watched the OVA, I was like, "Damn, this series looks good," and this girl definitely looked like a yandere. There wasn't like big things happening in there, but it was so interesting. And when the series got released, and I started to watch it episode after episode, I was like, okay, it's not going anywhere. I just like forced myself to watch it. At the end, in my anime list, I actually got probably a 5 point something rating, very, very low rating for a series. I would say it wasn't the best work anyone has made. So
by the way, Master of Puppets says Yuri on Ice fan base is like 98% women. It's probably not quite 98%, but I will tell you that one Yuri on Ice video that we made, just like a news video talking about whether a season 2 is coming, was over 90% women. Like you can see in YouTube statistics, and it was over 90% women watching it. And in all our other videos, it's mostly men watching it. So yeah, definitely for Yuri on Ice, it's a vast majority of women watching it.
The Fujoshi power is strong.
Yeah, someone. Oh yeah, Snoorly, aka Deep Voice over there. He said that I better not hate on My Hero Academia in this stream. He said you better not hate on My Hero Academia. Well. One thing I actually noticed, I realized something recently, and I hate to admit this.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't hate to admit it. I don't actually dislike the show My Hero Academia. I dislike 2 characters, but there are 2 main characters, and that's Deku and Bakugo. I dislike those guys because I realized, even though I want to hate the show because of those 2 guys, I can because I think Todoroki is a very cool character. I really like his backstory. I think that... some of the villains are really cool. I think Uraraka is very cool as well. So I feel like I can't hate on the show as a whole, but I definitely don't like Deku and Bakugo, and it's because the 2 of them are such cliche hero and kind of rival. Like Bakugo is basically your Vegeta, your freaking
Sasuke
from Yu-Gi-Oh, your like. He's the guy. You're such a cliche, like tsundere male rival, Gary from Pokemon, and then you have Deku, who is your such a classic underdog, but then somehow becomes OP, magically, and then now he's your classic Naruto. You're just too cliche. So those 2 characters I dislike. But overall, I have to say the show has some really cool concepts and really cool characters. And of course, Giant Girl is just best girl.
I wouldn't say Giant Girl is best girl for me. I would say Invisible Girl is best girl,
No,
yo.
her name is Mount Lady.
Yeah, Mount Lady
Mount
is
Lady.
a beautiful lady, and there's so much of her. I love it.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm gonna
Momo, you gotta respect Momo.
Invisible Girl is best
Yeah,
girl, man.
Yeah, Momo. Yeah, I love Momo as well.
She's
Momo's
best girl.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I like also the strategy side of Deku. I think that's good. Like how you see how he's got like all those like books upon books of strategies that he's worked out from watching like heroes fight and stuff like that. Either strategies against other heroes or strategies of what to do in certain situations by learning from heroes. You know, I liked that kind of side of him and stuff. You know, I mean, they make a joke out of it as well, where he does like his crazy ramblings to himself, and everyone kind of gets creeped out. But you know, I thought it was good. It was different because a lot of shonen, you never see like a strategy side to it. Like you'll never see a strategic fight from Luffy. You know, he'd never do that. You know, he's just gonna clash strength against strength, and he's gonna overpower. But yeah, Deku is he's just completely different. It's just a new thing. Yeah, I mean, well, not really a new thing because there are other shows that have touched on things like that. But it's good to see that come back. You know?
Yeah, like I see your point, but like for example, I just like that stuff much more in like Code Geass or Death Note, that type of strategy than we see with Deku. But the RZA says he wants a shout out, and I'm just gonna say that the Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, man.
Oh. Oh gosh, nice.
Yeah. And Imperial's opinions, like Animac is a great man for admitting his mistakes. Well, it's not easy, but like I said, I can't like Stain looks really cool, like a really cool character. Like he actually has motivation behind what he's doing, and like he has a point about the corruption of modern society and stuff.
Yeah,
like I like that kind of stuff. So
yeah, I like that kind of enemy. Like he's not just like one dimensional on it. I'm the big bad guy. That's it. I hate you guys, and that's it. You know, he actually has like a good like ideology behind him. Yeah, I mean, which is is good.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think about handshakers?
Oh yeah, I've seen a few people in the chat mention handshakers. I only saw one episode because we actually did on Cyanide Blizzard's channel first impressions of handshakers. I saw the one episode, and I was like, "What is this?" It was so great. Like the art, like the backgrounds are more interesting than the actual characters, which is obviously very distracting and weird. The whole concept of the handshakers is so inefficient. Like what's going on? How do they go to the bathroom? How come
by holding hands?
How come? What are their names? Like the Bondage the Bondage twins. What are their names? Whip and something.
Oh fuck! I forgot their names. It's been quite some while, but
yeah. So they don't have to be connected by their hands, but these guys are like. And the only thing that I found interesting about that show is the blatant ecchi with the chick, like with the sadomasochism. Like just watch scenes with her in it and close your eyes and guess what type of anime you're watching.
The girl that has like the bouncy boobs?
Think about what type of anime you're watching if you're just listen to her.
Don't encourage Recon to do that, Animac. Don't.
No, I would not do that. But a lot of people were saying like, "Oh my god, I'm getting a seizure. It's too much for me." I don't mind it. I mean, I don't fucking get seizures from watching like these cool effects happening in the background. It was really actually pretty dope. For me, the most bad thing about the series was actually the plot itself. It was very confusing. Very confusing. At points, I didn't understand what was going on. At points, there was like some ecchi scenes that were unnecessary to have in there. It's like, why? Why would you have a fucking bath scene in there? It's just so unnecessary. You don't need that. That brought the series a little bit down.
Yeah,
I had AnimeUproar, and that blows my mind.
No, really, because that's how I felt about it. This was like so unnecessary to have these bits.
And I had a similar view also about Clockwork Planet. Again, I saw the first episode to see if I would want to watch more. And yeah, it was just like in your face, unnecessary, contrived ecchi. The world didn't really make sense. They didn't
finger blowjob.
They didn't take yeah. Like what was like that was so unnecessary. In the first episode, And the world, like, they didn't take any time to actually build the world to make it interesting. They're just like finger blowjob. Like,
Yeah, but that's exactly what happened in the manga. If you didn't know.
well, it doesn't matter. It's just not
Doesn't
good.
matter. Yeah. It was still bad taste.
So
It
then
was still
both
bad
are
taste.
trash.
I don't know.
And it was super convenient how she just ended up to land in his bedroom. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
come on, he didn't even have to journey anywhere to find her. I mean, just wake up. Just no, yeah. That was
Otaku's dream. You don't need to leave your room.
Some people are calling in the chat. They're calling out Eren for getting beat up by Annie. Come on, guys. Okay, that's a
It
low
doesn't-
blow.
yeah.
Annie
Wait,
is
no,
a highly trained.
Reina got beat
fighter.
up by Annie.
Yeah, Annie is a highly trained hand-to-hand combat fighter. Okay, so stop laughing at him. They're like, Eren, you got beat up by a girl. Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, then Annie did something like teaching him exactly how to fucking wrestle someone down.
Yeah,
with that epic move
That
he
fight
used-
scene.
with
Oh
that
my god.
move, with
That's
that
a
move
sick
that
fight
he
scene.
used on the Armored Titan, that was sick. That Annie taught him. That was legit awesome.
I
No,
used to
they
love
have
to hate on
they
Attack
have
on
their,
Titan.
the training hand-to-hand combat. Then they have Annie and Eren fighting as Titans like that. Then they have Eren and the Armored Titan fighting as Titans like that. I thought that was very, very cool how they like. The more Eren can actually control his Titan, the more like we see like fighting techniques coming
Yeah.
into play. It's cool.
Annie was clearly inspired by MMA, I think.
Yeah.
From her like Muay Thai stance to then her like ground game as well, like either Greco-Roman wrestling or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Gozen in the latest a female Titan explained video talked about how the style that Annie uses is similar to Muay Thai.
There was a scene where Annie and Mikasa then went up to fight, but unfortunately they didn't show it. I wish we could see them fight. I wish we could see them fight. Who do you think would win though? I would say
Mikasa forever. I love Mikasa.
I would say Mikasa.
Yeah, I love Mikasa, but I think Annie would have won.
I don't know. Mikasa's my girl, man. Mikasa.
Yeah,
I would say Mikasa.
Mikasa's strong and stuff, but is she technical? That's the question.
Well, I would bet on Mikasa any day just because I love her. She's the best.
Yeah. Okay. I hear that.
Deep Voice is talking about Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, I personally really dislike Tokyo Ghoul, the anime. Again, people tell me that the manga is much better, but I hated it. It was just so edgy for the sake of being edgy. It was like Tumblr made into an anime. Like all this, like these people getting sexually attracted to the concept of cannibalism and just like hurting people for the sake of hurting and enjoying and getting aroused from that. Like it was so bad. Like Tokyo Ghoul's so bad. Oh god.
Yeah. The first season was like if you're a manga reader, then the first season was just about bearable. The second season was atrocious. It was terrible. It was like all made up pretty much except for like the first episode, but then even that fight that's in the first episode got really cut short and done badly, and after that it just like downward spiraled to stupidness, and yeah, I dropped that. Yeah.
Z9 says opening was good. Yeah, for sure opening was good, but that was the only thing I liked. Karina said she liked Tokyo Ghoul. Well, yeah, I only got through like 6 episodes. Me and Gozen watched it together, and when they brought that gourmet guy back after he was clearly killed, we were like, that we're done. We're done. dropping it hard. Also, review times. He's like, can anyone see me type in? We see you, bro. Also, I think you said all hail Lelouch at some point, so definitely all hail Lelouch to you.
Wait. Do you hear that Do you hear that, Animac? Oh my god, you can hear the dragons roar. Can you hear the dragons roar? It's my boy Natsu from Fairy Tail. Man,
Yeah,
he can easily take down the Lelouch, man.
Fairy Tail, bro, is a great anime that people love to hate on.
What?
I know.
Yeah,
I love to hate on it.
a lot of people hate on it actually.
I don't feel that it should be hated. It's such a good series. I've watched everything. I'm caught up to it. I'm still waiting to watch Fairy Tail Dragon Cry. It's still not out on any site, so I'm still waiting for that.
The thing that surprises me is that Fairy Tail gets hate, but Seven Deadly Sins don't. Yet they're practically the same.
Because it's shorter and better executed. I feel like if Seven Deadly Sins keeps on going, like I read the manga, I enjoy it, but if it keeps on going with an anime and doesn't get adapted well, it could turn into another Fairy Tail. Like I enjoyed Fairy Tail for like a little bit, and then I got bored. I dropped the show twice at 100 episodes. I rewatched the first 100 episodes twice, which is so random. There was too much time in between. I need to restart stuff from the beginning.
Yeah, I also watched like the first like 30 something episodes, and I stopped kind of because it ended up being the same thing. Like, I'm not saying the characters are bad. There's interesting stuff. Lucy, Erza are interesting characters to me, but like Lucy has an interesting backstory too. But it was just like, yeah, with the enemies, like they keep coming, no one dies, nothing, no consequences for actions, that kind of stuff. Kind of tired me out. With the Seven Deadly Sins, you can make a similar argument. But I think that Seven Deadly Sins has better humor, which keeps me watching. And also, like Greg said, it's shorter, so it's like you don't get bored as quickly because it's like there's not that much of it.
No, there are some stuff that happens. There are characters who actually die and disappear.
The problem is you have to commit to like 500 episodes in Fairy Tail. Like, I feel like I watched 100 episodes. I feel like Natsu didn't get that like stronger. I feel like he would learn a new move or learn techniques to defeat an enemy, and then in the next fight just completely forget about it.
No,
that pisses me off way too much.
That's when you're wrong, because he does get stronger. Because at the end of the Fairy Tail series,
within the first 100 episodes, I feel like he didn't get stronger.
Okay,
I can't.
But here's what I'm gonna tell you: before the film Fairy Tail Dragon Cry, at the end of the series, Natsu actually went off without telling anyone, and then he came back, and he was even more powerful than you can ever imagine him. He could be. He was even more powerful after he came back. I was actually really happy. I was actually so glad, because that was when the Fairy Tail, the whole entire guild, actually separated their ways and went on, and then he came back. And the continuation is in Dragon Cry, but of course I haven't watched it, so I don't know what happens.
Well, that's good to hear. At least he does get like stronger in some way.
But he does get stronger for sure.
Killer Red says he thinks that Fairy Tail has shit plot, shit arcs, shit character development, shit writing. The only thing it's good for is hentai artists.
Yeah, that's right. That is right. I agree.
Hey, SoulMakka.
We make a lot from Fairy Tail.
Yeah, here.
That's a big seller. No, but no, I think with Fairy Tail, it's like you can't take it too serious. I guess if you're looking for like a serious series with characters you really want to like get into, say like how One Piece is, or Naruto.
One Piece.
It's not like that. You can't really connect with those characters too tough like that. Yeah, I mean, it's just more, you're just watching the show more for its entertainment value. So for me, when I look at it like that, it's all right. Yeah, there's gonna be dumb things. Yeah, the good guys are gonna win. Yeah, I mean, I don't expect the good guys to really die. Yeah, I mean, when you think of it at that kind of childish, just entertainment level, then yeah, you can get through it no problem. Yeah, I mean, but when you're hoping for more, because most of these people, I guess, well, this generation, they would have grown up with the Dragon Ball Z, people dying and stuff, with Naruto, One Piece, and then from there, they've then come across Fairy Tail expecting something along those lines, then yeah, obviously disappointment.
I have a question for SoulMakka. Okay, go ahead, Animak.
No, I just want to say UKX Tasker says that Fairy Tail was what got him into anime, so he kind of appreciates it. And I feel like, yeah, like a lot of these popular anime that, they have a lot of faults did get a lot of people into anime. And then they discovered that there's more to anime than just the top popular mainstream series. So that is something as well. What else I wanted to address? Oh, yeah. My boy Gorgeous, he keeps asking about the Full Metal Alchemist 2003 version. And I actually didn't see that version because I really got into anime around 2010. And when I was deciding whether to watch Full Metal Alchemist, people told me, don't just skip the 2003 one, watch Brotherhood. So that's the one I ended up watching, and I absolutely love it. So it's like my top 3 anime of all time. So I can't speak to the other one, and I almost don't want to watch the other one because I don't want to ruin my experience with Brotherhood, because a lot of people say that the other one is not as good. So
no, I think 2003 was good. It was better in my eyes, but it's just the ending wasn't as good. That's all.
That's exactly. I have a similar stance. I think they're both good. I think Brotherhood is slightly better, just like towards like the second half. What I recommend people to do is to watch the first 10 episodes of the original and then move on, because they do a better time, like I guess, developing Edward and Alphonse's backstory and stuff like that. I feel like it was very rushed in Brotherhood, and then it got better after that. Because I feel like they assumed you had already watched the original. Both great series, though. No hate from me.
Because if you read the manga, that would have, you would have known. I like Aaron is saying, surprisingly, Attack on Titan is a great anime, and I agree. But I think that another great thing about Attack on Titan is the manga. Like, the manga is really good. Actually, I'm reading the manga. I'm beyond the anime now. Soul, I hope you're happy. And
good.
And it's I really enjoy it because it's even like I when I watched the first season of Attack on Titan, I thought near the middle the pacing got slow. It's like they were stretching it out. But if you read the manga, it's much more fast paced. Like, they get right to the point. They don't spend, there's not filler at all. So I think that the manga and the anime are really good, not just the anime, I have to say.
Yeah, I used to like to kind of hate on the anime a little bit because I really enjoyed it at the beginning, and then I felt like the pacing slowed down, and I never had any like affection for any of the characters. I didn't really care about the characters, so when characters died, I didn't have like that feeling for them. But I can't hate it on him anymore because I love season 2. It was great.
Yeah, and Mikasa I always like, and actually reading the manga, I mean, maybe I have to rewatch the first season, but reading the manga, I liked Eren a lot more than I did watching the first season. And like, when you realize like how committed he is, how devoted to his cause, to his goal, he's ready to go. He's ready to fight. He doesn't care, and he doesn't cry about it. He goes and he fights, and he does what it takes. I love that about him. So Eren, even though he's not the smartest dude, he is he is a respectable guy. I really appreciate him. I think people undervalue Eren as a character because I feel like, maybe he's too quick and impulsive, but it's because he believes so much in what he wants to do and achieve. And I feel like the people that do believe and take risks and do sometimes stupid stuff is the people that really get things done and succeed in life. So I respect Eren, love Mikasa. Levi is just a cool badass. Erwin, badass as well. So Sasha is hilarious. So like, there's a lot of, I think, characters in Attack on Titan that once you get into it, you can really start caring about.
Yeah, for me, concerning Eren, the only issue I have with Eren is basically he's nothing without his power. Yeah, I mean, like recently, season 2, he just got his first Titan kill, like without his power. And it's like if he never had his power, then he'd just be like that guy who's hot-headed, first to run into a fight, but also the first to get taken out. Yeah, I mean, so yeah. But Briggs, you wanted to ask me something.
Oh, I wanted to ask you, why do you like to hate on One Piece? It's like, honestly, we've been
Finally.
This is what the episode's been leading up to here.
We're going there.
I also hate One Piece.
Prepare yourselves, guys. No,
well, I hate you.
No, for me, the problem with One Piece is like the thing that would solve it is if One Piece was like One Punch Man. Yeah, that being there's no actual overall goal, and then it's just like a day in the life adventure after adventure, innit? There's no real like goal to go towards or look towards. But with One Piece, there is. And the fact that you're now 700 and something episodes, 800 and something chapters in, and you can't tell me like anytime that like Luffy's gone, okay, we are going over here because that's where the One Piece is, or I hear that One Piece is over here, so let's go over there. That makes it a problem for me because it's like he's like consciously avoiding the plot. Yeah, I mean, just to drag this story out. Like even when Usopp was with Rayleigh, and he said like to Rayleigh, oh, he'll know where the One Piece is. Hey Rayleigh, do you know where? And then like Luffy cracked up, innit? He stopped him. He was like, no, don't. If you find out, then I'm stopping this journey now. Yeah, I mean, and it was like, wow.
I thought that was an awesome scene. Like, he's just like, there's no, like, that's the thing. Like, there's a end goal. Like, there's like the One Piece he wants to find, obviously, but like that's not really the point. The point is he wants to go on this grand adventure, and it's kind of the One Piece is just there to like give a meaning to the 850 episodes. But like honestly, if there was no One Piece at the end, I feel like I wouldn't even be that like heartbroken because like he said with Rayleigh, like Rayleigh knows where the One Piece is and knows about the One Piece, and he was like Usopp was asking about it, and Luffy's like, shut the hell up. If you tell me where, like, if I know anything about the One Piece, I'm I'm ending this journey right now, because that would ruin his journey. The whole point is going on an adventure with his friends and finding it together, not having someone tell you where it is, you know?
Oh man, imagine if they do, after all those episodes, after all those manga chapters, imagine if they do the Wizard of Oz ending. It's like the One Piece was in your heart the whole time.
Exactly. Or they open up a chest and there's a piece of paper with the IOU. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the top reason why new people who are new to anime and they haven't even watched One Piece yet, why you should not watch One Piece. First of all, it is too damn long. It's like 700 episodes in. That would take you about probably 2 years or a year and something to at least catch up. And
probably would be the best 2 years of your life, but okay.
Probably 2 years, yeah. And there are brand new anime seasons coming out and all this stuff, and you have to pile them up with One Piece, and it will be too much for you. So I would say it is probably the best thing to do is stay away from One Piece. Just don't watch it.
I need to address Jiro the Hero, because you said SoulMakka. Is it basically, if you like one of the other shonen, like Naruto, you have to be anti One Piece? I would say from like the manga fandom aspect, I have seen that, especially from like the Bleach crowd, definitely. But for me personally, no. All of the big three to me were terrible. I didn't like any of them. Bleach was like super rushed towards the end. Ichigo had no character development. Every time you come across a new enemy, it was like copy and paste their abilities. He's fighting Shinigami, he gets a Bankai 2, he's fighting the Hollow, he's using Hollow Power 2, he's fighting Quincy, he gets Quincy Power 2, he's fighting Full Bring, he gets Full Bring 2. Yeah, it was very like poor. Naruto was just too strong with that bromance. I'm sorry, that was like Madara chasing after Hashirama through his wood in his DNA, and no, there was so many like gayish innuendos in it that it was just like it was waiting for them memes, the way that series was set up. And for me, One Piece, the whole problem I have with One Piece is like the avoidance of that grand goal. Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm just like, nah, I mean, if there was like a steady like thing of like maybe something getting mentioned about it every, I don't know, 10 chapters, 10 episodes, whatever, then I would feel that, okay, we are making progress towards that grand plot as well. Because right now it just feels like, okay, we're journeying here because you're chasing after Nami, then we're journeying over here because Nami's sick, then we're going over here because we need to help Vivi, and I mean, it's just like like day after day a new adventure, but with no real direction to it. I mean,
well,
so
I agree with you. Like, the One Piece isn't the biggest deal to Luffy. Like, obviously he wants to be Pirate King, he wants the One Piece, but it's more about the adventure to him and going from island to island. Though, to counter that a little bit, you always are making progress, because we have learned that the One Piece is at the end of the Grand Line. So essentially you need to like sail the entire world, or the entire Grand Line in New World. So like he's going from island to island because he's getting closer. It's like the reason why it's such a long journey, he's basically like traversing most of the world.
No, I hear that. I mean, I see that basically serves the purpose of Nami. Really, that's who that serves. That serves Nami because she wants to do the world map, innit? So like her goal is achieved by this journey of going everywhere. But I mean, I can see that some people may say, oh, the journey has to be like this because then all the members, their individual goals get like achieved by the end. But the thing is, series don't have to be like that. Like, you could have it like end with them like getting there, and then after like a little like epilogue episode, chapter, whatever, and then you see Nami there, and then now she's drawn her world map, she's finally finished it. There's I don't know, Zoro with that marine girl, and they're together or something, opened up a school, whatever. That you don't always need to have everything finished by the end. You can still like come to an end of the main story and then show an epilogue, so yeah.
I wouldn't want it to happen that way, but I'm also a very hardcore fan. To answer what Anime Recon was saying for like newcomers, it's definitely very hard to get into One Piece now. Like there's 850 chapters or something. I would say that it's worth the time, but it's a very huge commitment and it's hard to commit to that, of course. Like you said, probably take 2 years, probably the best 2 years of your life. I don't know.
By the way,
Many.
Anime Dude, shout out to the Anime Dude. He is here. And our boy P. Bacon said that he can't get into One Piece again because it's too long. And he also says that he's having problems getting into My Hero Academia. And like I said, I feel similar about My Hero Academia, but the thing that really recently has spoken to me in My Hero Academia is things like Todoroki's backstory. I thought that was really well done. I think Todoroki is a really cool character. I like Dark Shadow, the quirk, too, I think is a very interesting quirk. The whole concept of not being able to control it, things like that. I like Uraraka. I like the villain, Stain, right? So My Hero Academia kind of wins me over despite Deku and Bakugo being annoying to me because of the other stuff. And I always say, in the first season, the most interesting stuff to me in My Hero Academia was the final arc when the villains arrive. The whole training and stuff with Deku wasn't that interesting to me. But when the villains showed up, I was like, man, this is intense. I was like, those like 3 episodes at the end, I was like, man, this is crazy. So it's like that show has its moments, but I think its weaknesses are the 2 main characters being Bakugo and Deku and their little rivalry. Like, I don't care. It's too cliche. It's too Goku, Vegeta, Naruto, Sasuke. Like, we've seen it. Gary Ash.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, next week it's going to be the brand new arc because, of course, as we all know, the sports festival arc is now over. So, yeah, we're moving on now. But what I want to say the most is that a lot of people watch like One Piece, Fairy Tail, and Naruto. Many people watch 3, many people watch 2, or people watch 1. But the main reason why I do not like One Piece, it is because I feel it's being mentioned a lot more lately than Fairy Tail. Like, it's getting so much hype, One Piece.
Because it's better.
No, it's not.
Well, it's the only
alone. That's why.
But it's the only surviving big 3. That's why. Yeah, I mean, there's none of the big 3 left. Naruto's finished. I mean, this got Boruto, but Boruto's crap coming out. Let's be real. But yeah, and then obviously Bleach finished in a bad way, but not for the anime fans, obviously, because anime fans, they had a decent-ish end, I guess, because it seemed pretty clean how it ended. Maybe people would have wanted a bit more, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's the only one left. Fairy Tail was never a big 3. It was never a big 3. It was never a big 3 contender. I mean, it did get popular at a time, but then once Urza popped out that freaking, I don't know, Jesus armor, which could bend the rules of magic, that's when loads of people were like, okay, forget this. And they started dropping off. And then after that, any other members that were left, when they got to the Sting and Rogue fight against Natsu and how ridiculous that ended, yeah, loads of people dropped off there as well. They're just like, no, this is just stupid. Because he didn't even beat them in a fight. They basically saw how strong he was. And then, like, they just were like, fell to their knees and cried. And the fight was over. And it was just like, wow, okay, this is retarded. But yeah, so, yeah, that's my thoughts anyway.
Thank you, Soul. By the way,
My thoughts is that One Piece is better. Continue.
Ultimate Need says that he got his coworker to watch Code Geass. Good work. Good work.
Nicely done.
Ghost Stalker asks, is it about time to wrap things up? And I think it is. We can slowly start wrapping things up, everybody. But by the way, if you want to continue the conversation, you can always join our Discord server, link in the description. We chat there pretty much all day. Someone's on, having fun, chatting, all sorts of different chat rooms available for whatever interests you. And SoulMakka is there doing his thing, educating everyone about the importance of manga. We have manga recommendations, anime recommendations on Discord. It's a great time. Before we go, though, Anime Recon, tell us who you are and what you do and why you love Sword Art Online.
Whew. All right. How's it going, fans world? My name is Anime Recon, and I do daily live reactions and, of course, anime top 10s to give you guys my first impressions and, recommendations of what anime you should watch and whether this anime is worth your time to watch. But why I like Sword Art Online is because my boy Kirito is my favorite, and he is so OP that it just drives me into the series. I just love the series overall because the plot is interesting. My favorite arc is the Gun Gale Online arc, and I really enjoyed the movie.
Okay, well,
I'd say it's a good series.
thanks, Recon. Kamina is infinitely better than Kirito in every way. But
No, she's not.
Harutora, by the way, shout out to him. I haven't shouted him out yet.
Yeah.
Over there, we see Armin and Aaron talking about getting together and talking in Discord, just talk in real life. You guys are friends. All breaks from all day anime. Who are you and what do you do, my friend?
All day anime. I make explained and fact videos. Just things you wouldn't already know about characters in series, like My Hero Academia, Animac's favorite anime. I could explain stuff like people's quirks, or One for All explained the transferable quirk that all might pass down to Izuku Midoriya. I don't know what I almost messed up his name there for a second. But yeah, fact videos, explain videos, all the things. Come check me out if you'd like. One Piece rules.
Fuck One Piece.
Fuck
you.
Lightning Dark. You're cool, AnimeUproar. Thank you very much. And Soul, tell us who you are and what you do.
Hi everybody, I'm SoulMakka. I am a hentai artist, and I am on Discord all the time, every day, pretty much. And yeah, I'm always there to talk, discuss, debate manga and anime, as well as I try to keep people informed as well with the latest anime news.
Yeah.
SoulMakka, can you show me one of your drawings when we meet of your hentai shit?
Yeah,
do
sure,
that privately, guys. Do that privately. But yeah, SoulMakka, thanks.
And that shit on the Discord. What?
I want to tell you, SoulMakka, publicly thank you for all the hard work that you do on Discord. It's much appreciated. It's no wonder that you're a viceroy over there. It's no wonder.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you very much for having faith in my ability.
Absolutely. Guys, but this will be uploaded in its entirety on the channel. We have a playlist for Rant Cafes. They're all uploaded there. We do it every week on Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So join us live, watch afterwards, comment. We'd love to have you as part of the community. We talk about different topics in anime, have different guests. It's always a great time. And you can join the Discord server as well. Link in the description where you can chat with us daily. Thank you, everyone in the chat who was with us hanging out. Thank you to my guests. And until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.
Bang!
I love you all!
Shinbaku!